Hey y'all, my name is Rob Drum. I'm a real estate broker and real estate investor here in Birmingham, Alabama. I write a blog at robdrum.us where I do a lot of market analysis and stories about our market, real estate, investing, all that. Today I'm going to tell you how I opened an LLC in Alabama. I'm not an attorney. I don't pretend to be an attorney. I'm not giving legal advice, and I don't even recommend that you do what I did, but I had some agents that I work with ask me how I opened my entity, my LLC. And so I told them I'd make a video and show them exactly how I did it. It might save you a little bit of money, but it's kind of a lot of effort, and I don't know if it's worth doing it this way, but here's what I did. So there's 4 steps. Reserve your name with the Alabama Secretary of State. File the Articles of Incorporation with the Alabama Secretary of State, and then go and get an EIN number from the IRS, and then you take all that and you open a bank account. So that right there pretty much lays it out. I'm going to go into more detail, but if you can just follow directions and kind of figure things out, you could take those 4 steps and stop the video right here. But we'll get into it. I'll show you exactly which screens you want to go to, and hopefully not take up too much of your time here. So first you go reserve the name. This is the website for Alabama Secretary of State. Check the click business services, name reservation menu, name reservation, non-subscriber. They're going to hit you for $28. And then you just kind of follow the screens, enter all the information that you want. They've got specific instructions for how you can name your LLC, what it needs to contain or not contain. And I'll show you, this is the Secretary of State website, business services, name reservation menu, name reservation. And here's where they tell you, what your costs are going to be. $28 for non-subscribers. You're probably not a subscriber, so I'm not. So Secretary of State fee is $100, and then you're also going to get somewhere, I'm trying to remember, depending on your county, they may or may not have a filing fee for the county, somewhere in the range of $30 to $60. So your all-in fee on this is going to be under $200. Depends on which county you're in, and if you want expedited processing or how you're going about this. So you just click non-subscriber, and then you just give them your information, and this is going to reserve your name for the new entity. And once you've done that, it'll kind of follow you through the fields and kind of transition you straight into filing your articles of incorporation. When I was looking at this earlier, it looked like it may be possible now to e-file your articles and not have to go up to the courthouse to do it. But I haven't done that, so I can't really speak on it, but it looked like that was something they were trying to offer. So let's go back to this. Filing your articles of incorporation. These are, I'll show you how to get to this form, but you may be able to just continue from doing your name reservation straight into it. But you'll go to the same Secretary of State website, click business forms, make sure you go to limited liability company, and then download this form right here, domestic LLC certificate of formation, and read the instructions very carefully because there's a lot in there. It tells you exactly what you need to do, and you just need to follow the instructions. And then you take that to the probate court where you want to register your entity. So let's see what this looks like. Secretary of State website, business services, business forms. Then you just scroll down to the heading. I think it's not this heading, domestic corporations. You're doing a LLC, so you want limited liability companies. And then there it is, domestic LLC certificate of formation. And here's the form, kind of scary looking, but I just filled it out myself. You want to read all these instructions because there's a lot in there. It's a lot of instructions there. So I think they ask you for the name of your company, and that should match up to the name reservation that you already made. And then they ask you who's filling out the form, registered agent. I recently had to change mine, but I just was my own registered agent. But you could have an attorney be a registered agent. I wouldn't mess with all of this without consulting an attorney probably, because I don't know what all that is. And you pretty much just fill all this out. They tell you how to pay, where to send the money, and that's pretty much all there is to this form. I mean, once you follow the instructions on how to file it, how to get it registered. So then you've got everything registered with the state that you need. Now you need to get legal with the federal government and the IRS. And it's probably easiest just to walk you through their website because it's a little trickier. There's lots of fun stuff you can do here. But what we want to do is file, business and self-employed, employer ID number, and then right here you tell them apply for an EIN, and then you tell them again, apply online now. And then they take you to this website. And there's a lot to read here too. Definitely read through all this. We were doing a LLC. They tell you a lot about LLCs, how they work. This you're getting into some tax stuff as far as the number of people in your LLC, the state where you're registered. This is stuff that you want to have a conversation with the CPA about, the treatment of your LLC. But as far as getting it open, you can go ahead and put just yourself or however many members you have. So that'll just walk you through, they ask you all this stuff, they ask you for address, but what you end up with is a form that says, here's your new entity number for tax filing purposes, and you're official with the IRS. So you take those two things and take them to your local banker. I would recommend using a community bank that works with small businesses. I've had a lot of success with that, and somebody who's going to be able to support you in what you're doing locally. So you basically take them your articles of incorporation and your EIN, and they can give you a bank account for your new entity. If you have multiple members, or if you have anything that's complex as far as ownership, operating responsibilities, financials, I would definitely not try to write that operating agreement yourself. I would take that to an attorney, and he'll help you not only write it, but think through how everything's going to work in your new company. I have not tried to do that myself, and I wouldn't. And honestly, at this point, I don't know if I would try to create a new entity this way, but that's how I've done it a couple times. And so if you want to, this is how you do it. At that point, you're in business, get to work, and off for the races. So thank you for watching this. Hopefully it helps you if you're looking to start a entity in the state of Alabama. My name again is Rob Drum. I'm a real estate broker here at eXp Realty, and I'll put my information my contact information in the description here on YouTube if you want to reach out to me about anything real estate, investing, business related. So thank you all for watching.